play stops before the battle with Mordred.
Right.
And that's true in the book too. We have like the last scene of Arthur, and it's Arthur the night before the battle. This is the Battle of Camelot. Battle of Camelot, by the way, I mean, I guess that first gets recorded in the Annals Cambriae, and is dated to the year 536, 537, which coincides, interestingly enough, with a volcano that went off. Anyway, like there was like the worst year in history is the year like 537. Because there was like worldwide famines and plagues and all kinds of terrible things happened, but it's also the same year in the Welsh annals of the year that Arthur was killed at the Battle of Camelot. Anyway, so this is the end of the play is set on Arthur's last night.
The Yankees won the World Series.
God, that was awful. Still mad. And that's kind of the framing device, because we started the play with that moment, actually. And so and that was something written specifically for this revival. So Arthur, and this is from the book, Arthur is contemplating, this is it, did I do the right thing? My whole kingdom has fallen apart. Is there any way out of this? I don't think there is. And he sees a young boy named Tom. Tom is like, yay, I'm here to take part in the battle. And this is like a kid. He's supposed to be like 10, 12. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yep, I'm here with my bow and arrow. I stole away on a ship to be part of this. This is great. And Arthur's horrified that this boy wants to basically die in battle. Mm-hmm. And he tries to instruct the kid, look, no, you need to go and run home. Do not die in a battle. There's no point to this. Why do you think I'm worth dying for? This is ridiculous. And the end of it is basically him telling the boy, go home and write down what you think about us. I mean, the kid is supposed to be Thomas Mallory.
Right.
Yeah.
He's from Warwick.
Yes.
Thomas Mallory's from Warwickshire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the little boy is supposed to be, he's called Tom of Warwick, and he's supposed to be Thomas Mallory.
This is just like Game of Thrones, where it's stories that is what really makes...
Look, here's the difference then between T.H. White and Benioff and Wise, because when T.H. White does it in The Once and Future King, you're sobbing at the end. Yeah. It is a beautiful moment of Arthur saying, look, I may not have succeeded in everything, but if you go on and tell the story about trying to create a utopia of right instead of might and justice and all the rest of that stuff, at least write down our story so that, we're not forgotten. I'm not a forgotten person, and none of this was like for naught. And it's a beautiful scene, and it's a sad scene, and it's basically T.H. White actually looking back at the Second World War and the idea of sacrifice and fighting against the Nazis, because in his book, Mordred is a stand-in for fascists and for nationalists and for Nazis and all the rest of it, and it's all there in the book, right? And it's this wonderful moment of go home, stay home, tell stories, and try to be a good person and be kind. It's a story of kindness, right? Benioff and Wise don't know how to end anything. They didn't know what to do with that. And God only knows what George R.R. Martin's written. Nothing apparently. Yeah. It's like, that whole Tyrion standing there going, well, it's all about stories. And I'm like, no, this is about Benioff and Wise jerking themselves off. You are not T.H. White. You're not even George R.R. Martin. You're not even Rowan and Martin. Get out! No, this is. I'm still mad.
He may as well just say it's all about advertising. And
yes,
then pulled out a Coca-Cola or something.
The end of it is actually really wonderful and beautiful and sad, but also they ended on kind of a hopeful note of at least we won't be forgotten.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the end. That's the end of the production.
Same as I Claudius. I made a second copy.
I mean, it's a total writer thing to do, right? Absolutely. But
it's the writers, it's the real heroes.
No. Well, God. Again, it doesn't come across that way in T.H. White.
They might not get the girl, but they get the last word in.
You know what? Maybe I'm glad I never became a writer.